So we gotta talk about the state of Dragon Ball games, because in general, Dragon Ball is in an iffy state. Dragon Ball games are in a highly questionable state. Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra is doing somewhat well right now, but when you talk about the real Dragon Ball console games, it gets a lot more shaky. So when you look at Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, a spectacular failure. I think that's the appropriate statement for that game. It is a spectacular failure. It sold well off of goodwill, but immediately after selling all those units, it quickly disappointed everyone with the lack of content. Well, when you look at Xenoverse 2, again, I keep saying this in every video. The only problem with Xenoverse 2 is the lack of consistency. So we're sitting here with Chilai and Playable Broly coming up next. So we got Playable Chilai, Playable Broly. Presumptuously, we're getting Ultra Supervillain Golden Frieza, which he hasn't been revealed yet, but we all know he's coming. And the only problem with that is that after that DLC drops, there goes another 6 months of silence. Definitely 6 months, probably a little bit more, because well, we got November, December, January, February, March. Oh yeah, about 6 months, because then it'll be Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour in April. Well, that's a long time of absolutely nothing. So that's the problem with Xenoverse 2, just absolutely nothing at all for 6 months, even though they have a huge back catalog of content to add. You look at all the Dragon Ball games between the different series. You got Dragon Ball Fighters, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, again, Xenoverse, Gekishin Squadra, Sparking Zero, and all of them seem to be stingy with legacy content. Definitely Xenoverse 2, because I harp on Xenoverse 2 because I'm mainly a Xenoverse 2 creator. And it's like, why are we getting these 4 to 6 month hiatuses when there's more than enough content not reflected in this game? So we got Android 21, and they keep on hinting at Majin 21. Like in her dialogue, she's struggling with the evil inside of her. And it's like, okay, well, you've been sitting on this plot point for like a year or two at this point. Why not capitalize off of it? You know that a lot of people are going to come back just for her. Why not have Majin 21, then do Android or Super Android 13, maybe do an Ultra Super Villain Android 18 or Android 17. Because we know you like redoing characters. Just go ahead and redo them both. Just have a whole big Android pack. Oh, but if you don't want to do that, you have all the Gods of Destruction that you can come in with. You have the Angels. Hell, I mean, people would not be opposed to getting the Supreme Kai. Like if you get Shin and then you get the other Supreme Kai from the other corresponding universes, all the term and the power characters that are not currently in the game. Like I don't care about Bergamo, but I guess throw Garurumon in, whatever the fuck. I know you're not, they don't even really care about his brothers. In the other games that he's in, they're not even playable. But looking at this all, Dragon Ball games are over promising and under delivering. It's like the Dragon Ball games are really split up right now, because if you want your high fidelity, high quality story mode experience, you go to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. If you want just great gameplay, great content, hours and hours of replayability, you go to Xenoverse 2. Nobody knows what you go to Sparking Zero for, and Dragon Ball Fighters is just it's gone. I guess it had its novelty. It was, oh, it's a traditional fighting game, blah blah blah, and it just fell off a cliff. I just don't know what happened to that game. That game is a tragedy. It's just like Sparking Zero, but you know, Sparking Zero was the Hindenburg, and Dragon Ball Fighters was the silent failure that everyone forgot about. All these games, again, they have something in common: under-delivering, inconsistency, lack of consistent content coming out. It's like Dragon Ball Fighter should have already had a 4th season of DLC. Xenoverse 2 can easily have, at bare minimum, 3 DLC packs a year. At most, I would say 6. Cause that's a DLC pack every 2 months. That's okay. 6 packs a year, that's fine, right? But instead, I already know they're gonna drop this DLC pack at the end of the month, then turn around and try to pad the next couple of months with Festival Universes. And it's like, people are beyond that pacing. They want more. I imagine you have a whole audience telling you, hey, here's the money. You want my money, just give me more content. That's all. Just like, we got the money. We're telling you, we want Super Android 13. We want Zanya. We want, I don't know, Fasha. You're giving us playable Chile. Give us Fasha. Hell, you got what? Base Caulifla and Gekishin Squadra. Maybe look at putting that in Xenoverse 2. Berserker Kale. You got all this stuff. Gods of Destruction. You gave us Belmod. Good job. You gave us Belmod, but no Margarita. Like, come on, we need more angels. Flesh this roster out more. Quit trying to be stingy, because I know what it is. Deep down, I know what it is. They're trying to keep stuff back for a lazy ass sequel. Like, oh, well, look, we got all this obvious stuff that should have been DLC while we're playing around and not doing anything and sitting on our hands. Like, look, I appreciate you doing the story mode for playable Chile and Broly or whatever, but I feel like that's just gonna be the excuse. Well, we took so long because it takes so long to animate a story mode. It takes so long to animate these CGI cutscenes. Hey, look, realistically, save all that. Nobody cares. A lot of people do not care about the CGI movies. I enjoy them. They're okay. It's like, okay, cool. We got a CGI clip, cutscene, whatever you did. That's cool. But that's going to be used as an excuse to explain, like, why is the schedule just like diminishing? Why are you guys just like at a sloth pace? Like you're just sitting here barely releasing content, barely keeping people updated. You got all this old stuff, all these old characters. It doesn't, and what pisses you off is when you look at the mobile game, like Dragon Ball Legend, they got all the characters I'm talking about and more. When you look at Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, they got all the characters I'm talking about and more. And it's like, we just want the characters, and you can't tell us it's a licensing issue because you got the characters over on the mobile games. So you can't lie and say, oh, we couldn't just get the rights to the characters. No, you can. You just put them in the games that require less effort. And it's beginning to piss people off across all the Dragon Ball games. In Dragon Ball Kakarot, people are playing that. They played the little Diamond Demon Realm, and we already know you're holding people back for the part 2 of it to get the SS4 Diamond or whatever the fuck. Everyone knows that's what you're doing. And it's like, quit trying to drip feed content, okay? Especially Xenoverse 2. That's your bread and butter. It pisses people off because it's like, that's your bread and butter. Why are you treating your bread and butter content just like whatever? And we're sitting here telling you, we're waving our wallets in the air. Hey, come give us content. We have the money right here. 5 characters. Like, come on. We enjoy your content. We enjoy your game. Come on, here we go. And it's like, oh, well, no, we'll wait 5 to 6 months. These characters do not take 5 to 6 months. Call the voice actors, have them come in for a day or two, record the lines, get that done. Fuck your story mode. Most people, because like Parallel Quest, it's not going to take you that long to record lines for that. Okay? Do the move set. That one character should probably take 1 or 2 days. Doing the character model, doing the moves, especially since you guys have hundreds, if not thousands of employees up there that can work around the clock, right? They can take a shift like, okay, this guy worked on this. Okay, guy 2, he left notes behind. This is where he was at, pick up where he left off. Okay, and they all just work together, completed a character. That's a day or 2. Really, I bet you what, if this game was a mobile game, oh no, every month we would have new characters, just like Dragon Ball Legends or Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle. They have no problem doing fully animated. And when I say fully animated, it's all GIF images or whatever that they put into into their little game editor, and they make the moves for those moves. Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, that's all it is. They'll take a GIF and they'll chop it up into the animation. So if you can do all that, why can't you do that for your mainline game? Why can't you be consistent like that and show quality like that when it comes to your mainline game? We want consistent content. That's all we're asking for. And that's what Dragon Ball games are suffering for. Now, Sparking Zero, The problem over there gets a lot more complicated, but literally Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Xenoverse 2, Dragon Ball Fighters, they're all gasping for content. Just give us more content. Quit making us wait a millennium for stuff that we should already have. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. That's just something I had to get off my chest because I know that everyone is tired of waiting ages for new content from Xenoverse 2. And again, we are waiting on the Future Saga Chapter 3 for the end of this month. But then after that, I don't want to wait the battle games, Dragon Ball Battle Games Hour, Battle Hour, wherever the hell they're calling it, Battle Hour event. Nobody wants to wait that long. That's too long. That's too long. Realistically, this DLC should have come out last month, and then maybe by November or Christmas, we should have been talking Future Saga Chapter 4 dropping. Realistically, if they were working at full hilt. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe button, enable all notifications, hit the like button, all that jazz. You might beat the game, but nobody ever beats the in-game ball games perfection and natural selection. Flawless Federation, we out.